Sahara.
Yep, Clive Cussler.
Yeah. What did you go? Because this was your. I see you got a lot of notes for it.
Yeah, I've got a lot of notes. But this is so I can this is so I can make some notes now.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Holy shit! What?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
Holy shit!
There was lots of cool stuff in it, but I don't know. It felt like a bit dry balls to me.
Wow, yeah. I'm shocked. Actually. Okay.
Yeah, it just felt a bit dry balls to me. The most interesting, like, there's really good stuff in it. Don't get me wrong, there's good stuff in it. But I felt like there was dry balls bits where it was just I didn't give a fuck about any of it. And then I just put the book down for a while. It took me a long time to finish it too.
Wow.
Comparing it to some of the other books from Clive Cussler I've read,
okay,
they had interesting bits and pieces for the historical stuff, and they also had interesting things for what he finds. This was kind of cut and dry, you know. There was a lot of like explanation and over explaining stuff, and then you don't see it in effect, like over explaining some of the sciencey stuff, and you don't really even see them use any of it. Okay. And then you also see him like explain about amazing boat, and then they fucking blow it up, and they didn't really even use it very much.
There was, I guess I would agree with that. It seemed like the boat had more potential.
Yeah, well, it's just like I see what he was trying to do. He was trying to do a James Bond. Look at the gadgets, show the gadgets off, and then use them, and then you're done with the gadgets.
Okay.
But it just seemed like such a waste. But he did a good reason for it as well, because the reason was like he didn't want terrorists to get the boat or something. But it was,
yeah, I
don't care about that. Okay. But yeah, definitely there's lots of good stuff in it. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. And I'm thinking about it, and I know that I gave Jack Cloudy 6.5, but I'm only giving Jack Cloudy 6.5 for the creative ideas in it. As a story, it sucked. I don't want to rate it at all.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so 6.
Okay.
And it was very long.
Right. What was it, like 500-600 pages?
Yeah. And usually the 600 pages would be like, oh yeah, I don't mind this, or well, it's good to see like a different part of the story, because he usually adds in bits and pieces that some writers wouldn't, you know, where like he's going off and he's doing a little bit extra at the end. You know, when a story would normally end, you're like, oh shit, the story's ended. Well, you sort of see a little bit more about his life towards the end of it. He's going around driving his fancy cars and stuff like that, and so I do think that's good, but I don't know, it seemed a bit long, and I just did not like this one very much, which is crazy because this is the one they made the movie from, and I don't know.
Wow.
But yeah, we'll break it down.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go.
Yeah, go for it, man. Go.
Okay. So I went into this being like, oh, I don't think I'll like this. And I really liked it.
You really liked it? Oh, nice. The format's good.
Yeah.
The format's good, yeah.
Yeah, like, where is it? Yeah, I was happily surprised by it. One thing is, and this is, Jack Reacher has the same problem where there's so many, and you know there's a bunch of books after this. That, like, you don't have any sense of danger for at least the main characters. Like, they're gonna get out of it somehow. But it was cool still seeing how they did it.
Yep.
Especially the prison break, I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. I think that the prison break and the prison break and like leading up to it really shows Al and Pitt's like friendship. It shows you that they had like Al Gordino had a chance to just bugger off with Gunn.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm sticking with you, buddy. Like, me and you will just do it. Like, we'll always do it together, you know?
Yeah.
And I think, to reiterate what you said about, like, this one is one in like 10, 15 books, and then there's 15 books after that. I think that maybe the reason why I didn't like it is because I'd read some of the first and second ones where he's fresh, anything can happen to him, and the writer himself doesn't know that, like, that might die or not. And maybe he'd used up some of the flair in some of the first books that I really liked.
Okay,
but still good book, right? You know, I was just a little bit burnt on it, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I just thought it was like not so serious, fun adventure. What else? And I'm guessing he does this with all or most of the books in the series, where he starts with like the scene of the Civil War ship, and they've got this mysterious person. I actually guessed who exactly it was.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you're supposed to, I guess. And then the plane crash with the lady. Like,
who is the mysterious person?
Oh, Abraham
Lincoln. Yeah. Yeah.
Those for me did a fantastic job of being like, read that, I was like, how the fuck does the rest of the story tie into this then?
Yeah, I love that. I love that part of the thing.
Yeah, that question of like why or what.
And to say that as well with was it Katie Manning or something there, the one who's flying the plane in chapter 2
in the 30s or something.
Yeah. How does that have anything to do with it? And then later on, it comes about.
It all ties in together.
Yeah, very cool. I really enjoyed those bits. Yeah, he does the history stuff really well, and this is what I mean about this book. I was fully involved in the history part of it. The captain was interesting.
Captain
of the ship, the Ironclad.
Oh, yeah.
And the way that they were going through the waters, and they were making out that they were actually Union when they actually.
Yeah.
I thought all of that was cool, and I actually wanted to even find out what happened to them a little bit more, and then cut off. So he did a really good job of that first chapter.
I did think there would be more of both of those side stories in the past. Where, like, even if it was like 4 chapters throughout the whole book, like split up. That's what I thought would happen.
Yeah.
But that's,
I think it would be good if that happened. I think that'd be really good.
But you could have like the lady like slowly dying of thirst. That sounds terrible, but and then like them like crossing the ocean, and then mutiny, or what you hear about later.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But for by and large, a lot of that happens. And so a lot of his books, like you get this really interesting piece of history.
Yeah. Like there's one with the plane that disappears or something. I remember you talking about it. In like Italy or something, there's a plane flying and it disappears or something.
Oh yeah, there's a yellow World War One plane that disappears in Italy, and then it appears like 80 years later or something at an Air Force base, and it comes down and it fucking shoots up the Air Force base.
Yeah, okay.
And like everyone's like, oh, the mysterious phantom plane.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh yeah. I mean, I want to be respectful because he recently passed away, but why it's the goal of the guy to put himself in the book.
Oh yeah, he does do that. Yeah, I forgot to warn you on that one.
I was like, okay, and
he like saves Pitt and like.
I was just like, okay, bro, like cool.
Yeah, and then another one I was reading, he fucking like turns up, and Pitt doesn't realize that he's met the guy,
right?
Because this is way later on. And he's just like, oh yeah, I'm just out here in the ocean. I'll help you though. And then it's like he fucking fights off pirates and shit with them. It's but yeah, good on him, eh?
And I know he's done some cool shit, like actually like finding shipwrecks.
He created Numa in real life.
Yeah.
So that's actually really, I think that's really good.
Do you think Dirk Pitt is like who he wants to be, like times 100, like much more attractive and better with women and all that kind of stuff?
I think partly, yeah.
With all respect, you know. But,
yeah, with all respect, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Dirk are almost.
He named his son Dirk. Eh?
Yeah, he named his son Dirk, but those cars that Dirk has, Clive's got them in real life.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, I cracked up and he's like, I'm Clive Cussler. I was like, Okay.
Yeah. I think it's good. I think the whole thing was.
Yeah.
What do you think of the bad guy? Did you think he was slightly one-dimensional at all?
Yeah. It was a bit of a cliche, like, I'm a billionaire, bad guy.
What I did like about it is that you got a because we see it a lot with Greta like Thunberg and stuff like that. We get a lot of eco issues in today's world, but this is written quite far back in probably like 90s or even something like that.
Yeah, I think it's set in 96, but written in the early 90s, I think.
Yeah, well, you got him trying to talk about a ecological disaster back then.
Yeah.
And he's done it in a way where the science does like seem to fit. Like there's
plausible.
Plausible. Yeah. Mutant algae.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Mm.
I actually thought that some of the little bits where like you had an adventurer who takes people in the Sahara desert and he goes to like little encampments and things. That played out almost like a zombie book.
Yeah,
because they're like eating each other and it's savagery.
That was very good.
Yeah, I thought that was really good. So even though I did give it a low score, I did enjoy it. It's just for some reason it took me a very long time to read the whole thing, and I didn't really. I guess I didn't enjoy reading it, but I enjoyed the whole overall experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I have anything else?
Do you have anything else?
Yeah, he's like Nathan Drake cross James Bond, kind of. Oh, here we go. As much as I like the morally grey Joe Abercrombie type characters, it is also quite nice to have a straight good character.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can get annoying, but I don't know, it was just kind of like Druss from Legend. Like you kind of know exactly what he's gonna do, kind of in a given situation.
Well, that was something I was going to ask you. Like, how did you feel about the character? Did you actually feel he was just a good character? Because I feel like there is morally grey areas there. Like, he kills 2 or 3 people at the start of it without the blink of an eye, and he doesn't seem to be very worried about it at all.
I suppose you could sort of analyse that.
One of them was like
they struck me as like
it's like he harpooned someone in the fucking head. You know,
I just put that down to, well, they're obviously bad guys, and they were trying to kill her.
But even when she like addresses it, you're a murderer, he's just like, well,
I suppose, yeah.
But I think that rolls back to him being a Marine as well, because it says that they served in the last years of Vietnam or something like that.
Right.
Something like that. I'm not too sure. I can't remember.
That's probably about right, because he's in his late 30s in this character.
It's interesting later on in some of the other books, because he's like 60 odd in those ones, and he's like this old man who's like still fighting the bad guys, and it's like, holy shit, like this bad guy's beating the crap out of him, and he's like he has to use a wrench now to like or like he has to do some kind of dirty thing to get the upper hand.
I mean, it's not grabbed me where I'm like keen to read them all or anything, but I might read a few. Like I'm pretty interested in reading the Raise the Titanic.
Yeah.
What else?
Because that was before James Cameron found it. That one,
right?
Because they didn't actually know where exactly it was. They knew an area, but they didn't know where the Titanic was.
Yeah, so I might read a few. I'm not like fully on board to read the whole series.
Yeah, I think just find out what's a good one, because
you can like pick and choose.
Just pick and choose. I really thought Mayday was good. Mayday was a really good one. Just leave it at that, I suppose. But comparing it with the movie, bloody hell, mate! Like,
just like cut out,
like Penelope Cruz is like this blonde.
Oh, yeah,
There's supposed to be this blonde person in the book, and I think they did a good job, like doing the whole, like, adding ethnicity ethnicity to the story, but they did it in the wrong way. I mean, Al Gordino is a bloody Italian, and you've got Steve Zahn playing him.
Was of Irish descent or something?
Yeah. I mean, I like Matthew McConaughey, so
I think it was good for Dirk.
Yeah, I think he was good for Dirk too.
Yeah. You know, what's funny is I thought Sahara was the Flight of the Phoenix movie.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I thought I'd seen Sahara before, and I was like, I don't remember any of this from the movie when I was reading it. I was like, where's the plane in the desert? Like, there was a plane later in the desert, but I was like, what the fuck?
See, now I know why you really hate the film. Nah, but I really the part of the film that I did enjoy was you have an intro scene where you have Dirk's study and you have
all the different
photos and the memorabilia of the. It even has like little nods to some other books like Raising the Titanic and
I saw that.
Has him and Al Gordino going through military school together and dive school and stuff. I thought that was a really good way to start a film, especially like a buddy cop like adventurer film. I thought that was really good. I thought that and the soundtrack wasn't too bad either.
Right.
But a lot of the other stuff was a little bit poor.
Yeah, they cut out a lot of shit. I was so pissed off when they find what's the airplane lady that crashed name? Anyway,
Mary, someone.
Yeah, I don't think that's it, but
I don't know. Can't remember.
When they in the movie when they find that and they're like gonna build the land yacht thing.
Yeah, the land yacht.
It just skips to it's built.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was one of my favourite parts of the book where they actually fucking build it when they're all dehydrated and shit.
Yeah, well, the engineers, so they know how to do some of that stuff, and it was a canvas plane, right? So
yeah.
But in the movie, it's just like, oh, we've got this tin plane thing rolling around, and
that and they didn't have the prison thing, and the ship.
So what was it about the prison break that you actually really liked? So
I don't know. I guess I like
and how they escape.
I just kind of like them in general, like where they come in, they've got fucking nothing, and then they figure out how to mess with the guards. Like they put a bunch of rocks down, then put gold. Is it gold or whatever?
Yeah.
They put gold on top. I guess it's like the guards are probably dumb, so they would fall for that.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck, he's done like a bunch of work. I can't. How do they get out from there? Actually, can't remember much of it.
I couldn't remember. That's why I asked you. I thought like I don't know, they just punch a guy in the head and then take keys and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember they hid in this area where there's a bunch of bodies.
Oh yeah. That's right. And what did you think about the virus that comes from the algae, the tainted water stuff, like the horrible?
I mean, made sense to me.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, and I thought that it was quite cool to see the WHO agency, the worldwide hospital thing. I thought that was quite cool to see that, because it's probably not going to be around for much longer now. So, but yeah, no, it's cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't know if I said it, but I gave it 8 out of 10.
Oh, 8 out of 10. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Like,
that's high. That's really high.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like, it's not a don't take it too seriously kind of book, I guess. Yeah. Okay. For what it is, I thought it was really good.
Cool. I gave it a 6. You gave it an 8.
Yeah.
This one's done.